Challenges and solutions. Suffering at the establishment and persistence. As is often the case with endeavors seeking social change, in the early stages of establishing Anseba Islamic Institute in Wazantet, Sheikh Muhammad Ali Zaram faced fierce opposition from influential religious and tribal figures, particularly by the practitioners of quackery and superstition, who were exploiting the prevailing ignorance and backwardness. Despite this resistance, the Sheikh remained resolute, unwavering his commitment to his scientific beliefs. Hence, he was tattled to the colonial authorities and endured multiple imprisonments and torture due to false accusations and slander. Yet, undeterred, he staunchly defended his reform initiative. His persistence paid off, with the institute eventually becoming highly sought after by people from every walk of life.
However, envy-fueled adversaries soon emerged, launching a ferocious war against the Sheikh and his institute. Through the grace of God, and bolstered by the unwavering support of his family, students, and supporters, whether in Wazantet or Karen, the Sheikh emerged victorious. His dedication ensured the continuity of his educational mission, nurturing generations of scholars and reformers within the community.
The detention of all qualified teachers. The institute faced its most profound catastrophic incident following the country's liberation from Ethiopian colonial rule. In a troubling turn of events, the Eritrean government apprehended 20 of its most esteemed teachers, arrested in two separate instances between 1992 and 1994. This was part of a wave of arbitrary detentions that affected intellectuals, religious leaders, and scholars across Eritrea.
Their abduction was forceful and they vanished without a trace from the moment they were taken into custody. No charges were leveled against them, nor were they granted a trial. Their fate remains a mystery to this day. The absence of these teachers left the institute bereft of its core educators. This dealt a severe blow not only to the institute's progress but also to the broader society.
These educators were all former students of the institute who had returned as graduates from prestigious international universities, driven by their commitment to support their Sheikh in fulfilling his mission. The Sheikh suffered the loss of these irreplaceable individuals, upon whom he had relied to enhance the institute's teaching methods and elevate the standard of education.
Amidst the tragedy, the Sheikh faced the bitterness of this loss but found solace in divine support. He rallied his unwavering determination and made a crucial decision. He assigned high school students from that time to take on teaching roles for the lower grades. Through resilience and resourcefulness, he navigated this profound setback.
Seeking proficient teachers in quantity and quality. Throughout its journey, acquiring teachers remained a persistent challenge for the institute's leaders. As the students' number grew, the demand for teachers became increasingly urgent. Difficult phases arose at various junctures due to this ongoing need for teachers. At times, new arrivals in the city were recruited, and occasional part-time contracts were adopted with teachers from government schools for the primary level. To bridge the gap in middle and secondary classes, teachers from Egypt's Al-Azhar institution stepped in.
Even after transitioning to an English curriculum for intermediate and secondary levels, the institute faced a shortage of non-government employed teachers, especially those exempt from national service obligations. To address this, the administration announced a part-time vacancy. Shortly, a surge of employment applications flooded the institute, predominantly from bachelor's holders government employees and master's holders college lecturers. They were selected upon demonstrating their qualification through application docs and interviews. Additionally, the Ministry of Education began assigning a few teachers to the institute.
The administration grappled with financial strain, particularly concerning teachers' salaries, which became a recurring issue by month's end. The nominal tuition fees scarcely covered a fraction of these salaries, resulting in minimal compensation for the teachers, almost akin to voluntary service.
Parents battling through challenging economic circumstances offered minimal support. Financial constraints hampered progress and caused delays in various undertakings. Individual initiatives from generous donors significantly impacted the institute's development, offering moral support to the Sheikh. The list of supporters is too extensive to mention here. Each contributor was honored during the institute's celebrations. Furthermore, donation campaigns, whether from the caring community or the former students' groups, proved beneficial and motivating, alleviating crises albeit temporarily.
Appropriate curriculum for the educational environment. The Institute consistently updated its curriculum to align with the evolving educational landscape. These adaptations played a crucial role in refining the syllabus and elevating the Institute's standing within the country's educational sphere. Initially, the Sheikh initiated the process by compiling specialized study materials in his handwriting, which he summarized from various sources. Subsequently, the Institute embraced the curriculum of the Scientific Institute in Omdurman, followed by that of the Imam Muhammad bin Saud Islamic University, which was implemented across all levels of the university's institutes.
In 1996, after the Eritrean Ministry of Education granted recognition to the institute, the ministry's curriculum became the standard for Arabic medium at the primary level. Additionally, upon the arrival of the first Al-Azhari delegation from Egypt in 1996, facilitated by the Eritrean Mufti Office, the institute adopted the Al-Azhar University's curriculum for the middle and secondary levels. This curriculum remained in use until the departure of the final batch of Al-Azhar teachers in 2006.
Destiny beyond secondary. The discontinuation of foreign scholarships by a government decision posed a significant challenge in seeking higher education opportunities. The last scholarship venture was directed to Al-Azhar Al-Sharif in 2001. This decision left the school administration in a quest for viable alternatives, notably due to the absence of colleges teaching in Arabic medium in Eritrea.
Consequently, in response to this hurdle, the Institute introduced the Ministry of Education's secular curriculum taught in English at the intermediate level in 2006. This shift gradually extended to the secondary level by 2012. The adoption of English as the medium of instruction aimed to align with the practical demands of the time. This adjustment allowed the Institute's students to pursue higher education opportunities while keeping pace with development strides. Simultaneously, it ensured the preservation of the Institute's religious legacy by continuing the teaching of subjects such as the Holy Quran, Islamic morals, and the Arabic language.
Administrative turmoil. Sheikh Muhammad Ali Zaram's leadership of the Institute was marked by wisdom and genuine dedication. As the institution expanded, necessitating greater administrative responsibilities, the appointment of a vice-director and a deputy director from among graduate teachers became imperative to share the administrative burden. This duty fell upon the vice-director, Sheikh Abdul Ali Muhammad Ali Zaram, and the deputy director, Sheikh Ibrahim Bakit Malik. After the arbitrary disappearance in the first group of scholars and sheikhs in 1992, the position of deputy director was assumed by Sheikh Yassin Ahmed Zayed, who was also forcibly detained in the second group in 1994. Their positions were instrumental in the institute's administration until their detainment. Ustaz Othman Oftay took charge during that time.
Later on, Ustaz Abdul Aziz, son of Sheikh Muhammad Ali Zaram, returned from Saudi Arabia as a graduate, eager to support his father's mission and repay the institute as his teachers had done. Initially a teacher, he eventually became the institute's director, nominated by his father. He faced numerous challenges in modernizing the institute's educational practices. Despite his significant advancements within a decade, Ustaz Abdul Aziz encountered arbitrary arrest in 2009, a plight common among reformers.
These detentions, affecting key figures closely aligned with the Sheikh, including two of his sons, inflicted a severe blow on the institute. However, the Sheikh persisted, managing the institute with resilience and the aid of an administrative team led by Deputy Director Ustaz Muhammad Salah Muhammad Saeed, Sheikh Muhammad Salah Sadin as Administrative Director, Mr. Abdussamad Muhammad Ali Zaram as Academic Director, Ustaz Hassan Muhammad Omar as Head of Student Affairs, Mr. Abdurrahman Shabalai as Educational Supervisor, and Mrs. Maryam Saleh as director of the kindergarten.
Throughout various crises, the institute surmounted challenges, marching forward to achieve success after success. However, the year 2019 brought a crippling blow when the government confiscated private schools. Despite this setback, hopes are pinned on God to return the institution to its owners, manage it themselves, and fulfill the vision to upgrade it to the university level.